Think Super Bowl tickets are expensive? For a seat at the FIFA World Cup final in New Jersey, you will have to pay more than the price of a brand new car, and that is just the tip of the iceberg compared to FIFA's massive $5 billion operation. It is just a 90-minute soccer match, yet it draws the largest television audience on the planet, and hidden behind those 90 minutes is a $5 billion business empire. For the 2026 FIFA World Cup, FIFA's total projected revenue is roughly $8.9 billion, but the economic cycle surrounding just the final match, tickets, hospitality, and media rights easily surpasses $5 billion. A standard ticket for this final could cost anywhere from $11,000 to $32,000. On the resale market, one ticket has even been listed for a staggering $2.3 million. How does FIFA generate this insane amount of money? Who is paying and who is really getting paid? Let's dive into the hidden economy behind the final. FIFA is projected to make $8.9 billion from this World Cup, which is a 56% increase compared to 2022. Over the entire 4-year cycle, that revenue reaches $13 billion. But where exactly does this money come from? The first and largest source is broadcasting rights, accounting for 44% of total revenue, bringing in roughly $3.9 billion. US broadcasting rights alone have jumped by 94%. Why? Because in 2026, the tournament expands from 32 teams to 48, and matches increase from 64 to 104, making it an absolute goldmine for advertisers. The second source is tickets and hospitality, generating around $3 billion. FIFA has received over 500 million ticket requests, which is 10 times more than the 2018 and 2022 tournaments combined. For the first time, FIFA is introducing dynamic pricing, meaning ticket prices will rise as demand surges. The third source is sponsorship. Multinational corporations are pouring in roughly $1.8 billion. Adidas, Coca-Cola, and Visa aren't just showing their logos, they are locked into deep contracts with FIFA. In the 1994 US World Cup, the cheapest seat for the final cost just $475. By 2022 in Qatar, that price had risen to $1,607. But what FIFA has done for 2026 is the most jaw-dropping price hike in history. The cheapest final ticket is set at $2,030, which is about 10 times more than the cheapest seat in Qatar. And the most expensive ticket? FIFA initially priced it at $8,780, then raised it to $10,090 and eventually pushed it all the way up to $32,970. But FIFA's real masterstroke is taking over the resale market. They have launched their own platform called FIFA Marketplace. Previously, third-party resale sites took a 5% commission. Now FIFA directly takes a 30% cut, 15% from both the buyer and the seller. Consider this example. Just 4 final tickets were listed at $2.3 million each. If sold, FIFA would make $2.76 million from just those 4 seats alone. Meanwhile, standard final tickets on the resale market have hit prices as high as $143,750, completely pricing out the average fan. FIFA does give a portion of these massive revenues back to the players and teams. For 2026, FIFA has allocated $655 million in prize money, which is 65% more than 2022. Every team eliminated in the group stage walks away with $12.5 million. The champion takes home $50 million, while the runner-up receives $33 million. FIFA claims it is a non-profit organization and that 90% of its revenue goes back into developing football. But the real question is, does that money actually reach grassroots football, or does it vanish into FIFA's enormous executive salaries, luxury hotels, and massive operational expenses? FIFA's former head of marketing once said in an interview, FIFA is both the regulator and the primary commercial entity. That conflict is where the core problem lies. While FIFA generates massive revenue, the majority of the hosting costs are dumped onto the host cities and their taxpayers. The total cost of hosting the 2026 World Cup is estimated at roughly $14 billion, with a significant portion being shouldered by US cities. FIFA claims this will bring $30.5 billion into the US economy. But independent economists argue these numbers are heavily inflated, because most of that money gets siphoned off by FIFA and local small businesses are shut out of profits due to FIFA's strict sponsorship rules. Here is a striking example. A typical ride on New Jersey Transit to MetLife Stadium costs $13. During the World Cup, the proposed fare is set to spike to $98, meaning taxpayers are getting squeezed and local commuters are facing severe disruptions. But there is one unique revenue twist: the hydration break. Historically, American networks struggled to profit from soccer because there are no commercial timeouts during the 45-minute halves. But in 2026, FIFA introduced a game-changing rule: a mandatory 3-minute hydration break in each half. US broadcaster Fox has turned this player-friendly pause into an advertising goldmine. During these breaks, Fox airs full-screen commercials. A 30-second spot during the early rounds sold for $200,000, and for high-voltage matches, that price hit $750,000. According to analysts, Fox is raking in $250 to $330 million just from these hydration breaks alone, which is more than half of the $485 million they paid for the entire broadcasting rights. If that kind of money blows your mind, hit that like button right now so more of this hard-hitting research lands in your feed. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon so you get the very first notification the moment our next deep dive analysis drops. Because the rest of this $5 billion FIFA story is far from over. FIFA. President Infantino has stated, "The United States has the most advanced entertainment industry, so we have to increase our market value." But standing on the other side is the everyday fan. The Attorneys General of New York and New Jersey have already launched an investigation into FIFA's ticketing practices. Because on one hand, FIFA claims to reserve tickets for fans, but on the other, they are flipping those very tickets for exorbitant profits on their own platform. The result? FIFA has built a massive economic empire, but the price of this empire is being paid by ordinary fans who now cannot even afford to watch the final because of sky-high ticket prices. The saying that football is the people's game, has that become just an empty slogan? The real question is, will future World Cups be reserved only for the privileged few who can afford a $32,000 ticket? Or can football be brought back to the common people? If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now, because more mind-blowing documentaries are coming your way. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share it. I am your host for this new chapter. See you in the next video.